Penalty! Penalty to Rangers!
No one said.
Tav. This has to go in.
Captain Tav, come on.
Yes!
Oh,
man!
let's go!
Come on! That's the start we need at Rugby Park. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and that was certainly a game that you were left peaking for large parts of that second half, especially them last 5 minutes when we were 5 at the back with the 3 centre halves in. But job done. A place where we have won, I think it was twice in 9 years, which is literally, thankfully, that record is gone and away in the past now, because it looks like we're a different animal now, and today's performance, I think, proved that. Now, just before we go deeper into today's result and into some individual performances as well, I'm going to play a little pre-recorded video because we do have a channel sponsor for today, so we'll be back in a few moments talking further about the footy. I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by OneFootball, which is a totally free footballing app. I'm going to have a little demo of it on screen now to explain how it might be useful to you. And of course, the majority of people watching this are going to be Rangers fans, so I'm going to cater to you watching this, but it's not only Rangers you can do this for, it's any team. There's loads of leagues they cover, but on screen now I've got a couple of examples of why it might be useful to you. You can go on, you can check the league table, which is looking pretty good right now if I do say so myself. You can go through, check each player's individual stats for the season, how Rangers are doing for the season, shots on target, who's got the most, all that type of information. You can also do that for every single competition that we're in, so the Scottish Cup or Europa League you can go in, for example, if you want to see what defender has the most clearances, for example. Little stats like that you can find pretty useful are all on this app. So once again, it's totally free. I will leave a download link to it at the top of the description. Feel free to go and check that out. But back to talking about the footy, and as I was touching on beforehand about being a different animal, that type of pressure that we were under today is the reason why we've got that record at Rugby Park, because in previous seasons our team would have folded, we would have conceded, but it just looked absolutely solid today. And there was a reporter who came under a little bit of heat for saying that Rangers had a 7 out of 10 performance against Lech Poznan. I think, especially in the second half, 7 out of 10 would be generous for the midfield to front play, but defence, we were 10 out of 10 today. We were absolutely brilliant, and that is the difference this season. Like, we are getting the goals up front. Of course, we've done enough. Like, it was a penalty, but I'll touch further about individual performances, but defensively, superb today. We showed amazing squad depth again today, making 5 changes to the starting lineup, and the starting 11, it looked good as ever. You weren't looking at it going, oh, that's a bit not sure about that. Everyone is earning their place in this starting 11 right now, and it's brilliant to see. It was Big Highlander who came in, and in the midfield today, Kilmarnock, some people maybe say it was harsh that he was left out, because, like, I understood it for this game, because Arfield and Jack, Aribo showed it as well at times today, but the fight in the middle of that pitch, like, you knew what Killie were going to do today. They weren't really going to go for 2-3 goals. They were going to go for a 0-0 or try and sneak a goal, but keeping a clean sheet and disrupting play and bringing us down to their level is what they were going for. So I liked seeing Jack and Arfield in from the start to match that fight. The front three of Kent, Itten and Morelos, and it showed we had the battering rams up top with the two of them especially playing. And Itten, I think it's safe to say, even though he didn't get a goal or assist today, I think that was his best performance for Rangers. So much good hold-up play. He was involved in so much that we've done going forward. And a lot of times he was picking up the ball on that right-hand side and swinging the ball in, which he was unlucky not to get an assist of. It's literally just a shame that he also wasn't in the middle to get an end of him. We got the penalty, which of course was an absolute stonewaller, and you literally still have people on social media complaining about Rangers always getting penalties. I mean, look at it, like, how can it not be a penalty? But anyway, coolly slotted from Tav. Good to see that he's got his confidence back for the Pens. You don't feel nervous anymore when he's stepping up. I'm always pretty confident now when he's stepping up. And it just shows that it's his game overall this season. He just seems to be so much more confident. But I was also impressed with our attacking variation in the first half. There was loads of crosses. Goldson was doing his over-the-top through-ball a lot. Kent was getting on the end of a few of them. We were unlucky not to make anything of that in the first half. But from what I've seen, it was only a matter of time before the second goal came, or what I thought. I was confident in the second half that when we came out, we were just going to up this tempo and get a second goal. And things looked pretty good at the start of the second half. Kent made a few good runs on that left-hand side, showing his pace, which is, he's literally electric when he actually gets going. And there was, like, literally 2 shots that were identical from Arfield. Like, it was Kent getting to the line, cutting it back, Alfie stretching for it, not quite getting there, and then it falling to Arfield, but twice, unfortunately, that exact same move was blocked. I think our best chance of the game fell to Kent, and he really should score it. It's Aribo again, who I thought was fantastic today, winning the ball high up and starting things, causing the defence all sorts of problems. Wins the ball high up, plays it into Morelos, who lays it off to Kent, and he's just scuffed the shot. It's like hit off the back of his heel and went straight to the keeper, and you're expecting him to score that 9 times out of 10. So that meant there was still huge pressure on our defence not to concede something silly, a corner, free kick deflection, anything, because you're always screaming for that 2-goal lead to put the game to bed. But then we made a very defensive sub with about half an hour left, I believe it was. Davis came on. I just expected it to be Arfield or something, just a kind of like for like. It was Davis who came on for Aribo, and from that point onward, it just looked like we were settling for that 1-0. Like, there was a massive gap missing. It just went defence, midfield, and then there was attackers. Itten done his best to hold up the ball at time, but there seemed to be no link-up after Aribo went off. Arfield in the second half was digging in defensively, but offensively, don't think he had one of his better games, but the grit and determination that the team showed to keep that clean sheet was awesome. One more big chance we had in the second half to kill the game was a Davis ball into the box, and Itten done well, great movement to get on the end of it, and it was a decent save. He side-footed it well into the ground, and it's a decent save from the keeper there. But the last real nervy moment was a free kick that Killie had. It was Davis, quite silly to give the ball away on the edge of the box there. We'll give the foul away on the edge of the box, and it was a great position for Brophy to strike it, and it's Brophy who's caused us all sorts of problems when we've played against them at Rugby Park. McGregor, he was comfortable for most of the day. McGregor, he's had a few shots that weren't really going to trouble him, but this free kick, it was a good free kick, and he's done well to get his full body behind it. But after that, we've literally just played the Uno reverse card and played Kilmarnock at their own game. Alfie's came off and Balogun's come on, and we went that 5 at the back, and Hollander and Goldson were already doing brilliant at clearing balls and clearing headers, blocking everything, and just with Balogun on there as well, it was just, we were an absolute unit for that last 5 minutes, and we literally beat Kilmarnock at their own game. It was like watching it in reverse. I've obviously gave the defence a lot of praise, but I would prefer to see us actually hold the ball and see it out comfortably, and I think it showed that we missed Kamara today in that midfield. The cool, calm head, the ability to dribble out of that situation, keep the ball, win some fouls in that midfield area, and I actually do really think we missed him today, and I thought we could have controlled the game a lot better. Like, oh, yeah, we still defended great, but I don't know about yous, but I've not got much nails left after that last 10 minutes. But that is all I'm going to talk about in today's video. Let me know your thoughts on the game down in the comments below, and let me know who your man of the match was. I think there's quite a few to choose from out of the defensive line today. The performance, it's not expert, it's not totally controlled, but dare I say, it's the performance of champions, and them type of results are how you win leagues. But once again, thank you all for watching. Leave a like on the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. We'll catch you in the next one.